and welcome to this week's Safety Shop Walk video. Before we get started with our topic for the week, I want to do a safety shout out for Sergio Arias. Sergio Arias was working on this autoclave and he needed to sub-arc and was trying to look for a safe way to make that happen for ergonomics, for various different factors. And he came up with an idea to create a jig. Got safety involved, got his manager involved. We brainstormed, came up with a solution, and we created a jig where the sub-arc attaches to the forklift. Of course, we got engineering's blessing. Elise, thank you so much for your help with this as well. And, that was done. It was created, and it's a really good resolution. Now we're going to actually acid the jig so we could use in the future. But way to go. Round of applause to Sergio. It was greatly appreciated that you had this thought process, that you were thinking about safety and ways to get the job done. You were thinking about ergonomics. And that is what we're asking. Good thought process and good communication. Thank you. Now let's go on with our topic. We're incident review. We're here in building 3, and we had an incident where an employee was working in this assembly, installing this fin tubes, and sustained a left wrist strain. Now, there was a couple of things that took place. The manager came over and spoke with the employee and told him to ask for help when he got to a certain aspect, which was inserting the tubes through these holes. There's an area where you have to do a little bit of forceful movement. The employee did not take the time to ask for that help. Now, there's another thing that didn't take really place in this situation. There was no thought process. There was no, how am I going to do this safely? I'm struggling. I'm having these issues with this. It's a too much forceful. There were certain parts of this that required 2 people, and that's when the employee was instructed to ask for help when it got to that, but instead decided to go on their own, which led to the injury. So it is extremely important that you think about the situations. If you're doing this, you're struggling, if you're on your knees all day long, you gotta think, how am I gonna not be on my knees? What can I do so that I'm not in my knees all day long? So back in 2023, we took the form of a JSA out. We kept it for field. But that did not mean that you should not be thinking about safety, because in reality, the form is just a transformation of writing down your thoughts. So with the fact that the form is out was never meant for anybody to stop thinking or not really think about their JSA or their job safety analysis. You need to come, before you execute a task, you need to sit back and see, okay, this is what I'm going to do. It's strenuous, this, repetitive. What can I do to improve? And if you don't have the answer yourself, contact your manager, contact the safety department. We'll gladly come and assist you. If you're in an awkward situation, awkward body posture or anything, just stop and say, okay, can I avoid that body posture? Can I avoid this? How can I make it better? At the end of the day, you're ultimately the one that's going to end up getting hurt if you don't think of this, and you might hurt others. So please take the time to analyze the risk. Meet with the lead, the project lead. If you have a project lead, go talk to your lead. Say, hey, here's this, here's what I got. What do you think we should work? The project lead should also be saying, hey guys, today we're going to work on this. Let's make sure that you look out for all these different risks. This is the risk that I point out as a lead. Please look at what other risks you might have and talk about those, and then execute on that and go from there. And again, we're always here for assistance. Your manager's there for assistance. But the solution is not at all to just not do it and just come and be a working bee with no thought to your safety. So please take the time. We don't want to see anyone get hurt. We want you to come here to a safe environment and go home safely at the end of the day to your families and not get hurt and not hurt others. So please take the time. I hope you guys get this message and you really take it to heart and understand that we do have a lot of things in the company that can hurt you severely if you don't follow safety protocols, if you don't think about your own safety. And there might not be a process or a protocol for something, but if it looks and it feels wrong and it feels that you're going to have back problems, pinch points, all this stuff that might hurt you, then speak up, say something, stop work if you have to, and get the help necessary to mitigate that. Okay. Well, I hope you guys take this message, and apply it to your everyday work. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.